stay chic. Be everything that you know you can be. Oh yeah, you gotta stay funky, gotta stay chic. Be everything that you know you can be.
Yeah, always got to be everything you want to be. Family, thank you for being here. People, welcome to the podcast where we are unpacking the tension between ethics, power, and the real world choices that shape our lives. I'm Sir Wall, and today's episode is called When Power Forgets Responsibility. We're diving into the age-old problem. What happens when those with power stop feeling accountable to the people their decisions affect? Space travelers, curious minds, and stargazers. The show today will take us through an exploration in the loop as an old civilization. What happens when authority grows confident enough to forget the weight of consequences? How do individuals, communities, and entire worlds steer back towards accountability when the bright glare of power can blind us all? This episode, When Power Forgets Responsibility, ventures through ancient myth, cutting-edge science, and quiet ethics of everyday choice. It's a journey across stars, stories, and the spaces between intention and impact. From politics and business to tech and everyday workspaces, power can inspire progress or enable abuse. Today we'll explore why that happens, what history teaches us about it, and how we, as citizens, consumers, or just humans, can respond.
If you're interested in wellness, lifestyle, and everyday living, you're in the right place. Subscribe to Funky But Chic with Sir Wolf for fresh episodes every Monday.
Let's start with the basics. We throw those words, power and responsibility, around a lot. But what do they actually mean together? Power is the ability to make things happen. Responsibility is the willingness to answer for what happens next. When the two drift apart, you get corruption, exploitation, and sometimes tragedy. Not because power itself is evil, but because it stops being anchored to empathy and accountability. Power isn't a single moment, it's a continuum of choices, disciplines, and habits. When responsibility is forgotten, small decisions compound into systematic harm. In many cultures, power is not just what you hold, but what you're allowed to forget. The safety net of accountability is built from laws, rituals, and relationships that remind leaders they're answerable to something larger than their own appetite. Philosopher John Acton warned, power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. This quote is a timeless reminder of the potential dangers associated with wielding authority. That's the heart of it. Forgetting responsibility isn't forgetting rules, it's forgetting humanity.
To be seen, to be cool, let the world know it's you. To be seen, to be loved, never low, rise above. Gotta stay fun, gotta stay chic, be everything that you know you can be. Yeah. Gotta stay fun, gotta stay chic, be everything that you know you can be. Yeah.
History gives us endless examples of power gone wrong when leadership turns into control. Kings, dictators, CEOs, even nonprofit leaders, the pattern's familiar. A mission or cause starts with good intent. Person in charge starts to believe they are the mission themselves. Criticism becomes betrayal, and responsibility begins to vanish. We can look at authoritarian politics, but it's not just in government. In companies, we see powerful executives manipulate markets, silence critics, or exploit workers under the guise of vision. Remember the 2008 financial crisis? Sophisticated people convinced themselves that the system would absorb the consequences of their risk. Power detached from responsibility, and millions paid the price for the decisions they didn't make. And you know what's wild about it? I'm certain that none of them set out saying, "I want to destroy lives." It's self-deception, the narrative that you're doing something too important to be questioned. Why does power change people? Neuropsychology offers some clues. Studies show that power increases confidence and risk-taking, but also reduces empathy. There's research showing powerful people become less able to read emotions. They're literally less attuned to how others feel. Combine that with constant praise, and you get an echo chamber where moral accountability erodes quietly. Some people in power stop asking, "Should I?" and only ask, "Can I?" That's how responsibility becomes optional. Also, fear plays a role. When people around a leader stop telling the truth to stay safe, to keep their jobs, the leader starts believing their own myth. Accountability isn't a mood, it's architecture. Checks and balances, independent audits, transparent dashboards, rotating leaderships to prevent cozy networks. When power is insulated from consequence, it can drift towards negligence or arrogance. The antidote is a scaffolding of humility baked into systems.
So funky, so chic. Time for season 3. Hope you're ready.
Power doesn't always wear a crown. Sometimes it's written in the code. Think of the tech giants shaping how billions get information. Algorithms control visibility, data is monetized, yet when misinformation or harm spreads, accountability is blurry. We're just the platform. That's power forgetting responsibility in a very modern disguise. And lately, AI tools push that conversation even further. Who's accountable when automation makes biased decisions? The color, the company, or the technology itself? The philosopher Hannah Arendt described the banality of evil when harm comes not from the monster, but from ordinary people deferring responsibility to systems. And we, as users, have our share of power too. Data, attention, participation. Choosing not to think critically about how we use these tools can make us a part of that forgetting process. Power shapes worlds, but responsibility preserves them. The stories we tell about leadership aren't about perfection. They're about the willingness to be answerable, to adjust course, and to protect what matters. In a cosmos of infinite potential, the most extraordinary power might be the discipline to act justly even when no one is watching. Thank you so much for joining this voyage today. If you found a spark here, carry it forward into your communities, your workplace, and your future missions among the stars.
Hello. We do hope that you've enjoyed yourself with the art of staying funky and staying chic. Great day, isn't it?
Yo, dig this cosmic grooviness, baby.
Do it takes great minds from great minds with hand signs? Cause we've been screaming, baby, it's wake time, it's time to shine.
I am a part of a vast orbit where power flows like starlight and accountability is the gravity that keeps us grounded. I cultivate awareness that every choice carries weight across planets, communities, and quiet moments in between. I acknowledge that power forgets, and I respond with humility, asking, what is the ripple I create and who bears its cost? I commit to listening to the voices that fear being heard, to the data that reveals unintended harm, to the wisdom of those most affected. I practice courageous restraint, pausing before bold actions to ask, is this in the service of the long arc, not just the bright moment? I design with care, building systems where checks, transparency, and time-bonded reflection are not alternatives, but foundations. I honor memory of ecosystems, cultures, and futures so that progress does not erase the past. I choose to act with integrity, even when unseen, knowing that accountability is the quiet force that sustains trust. I imagine corridors where power is paired with responsibility, where leadership listens, and where collective well-being guides every decision. I am part of a cosmos that favors responsibility as a living practice, a discipline we weave into every meeting, every policy, and every encounter. With steady breath, I release the myth of that power equals impunity and embrace the truth. True strength grows when accountability guides our path. I affirm that together we can align ambition with care, so our legacies are measured not only by what we achieve, but how we justly hold the world in balance.